dance and imitate videos. And my parents caught on early. They were like, okay, she won't shut up, but she doesn't sound that bad. So maybe we should kind of try to help her, cultivate this a little bit. So that's it. I mean, ever since I could talk, I've been singing. Yeah.
And you can sing.
Thank you.
How have your family and friends helped you with your career since you started at such a young age?
They keep me grounded. My family and my friends keep me grounded. They give me a sense of normalcy, which I desperately need. I say all the time, I love the fact that I have the luxury of having a stage name and obviously my birth name, because it helps me separate. You know what I mean? When I'm on stage and at events, I'm Sevyn, and I live in that. But when I'm not and I'm just with my family, I'm just Amber. Or I'm country, so I'm just Amber. I'm just Amber. And I love that. It just, they keep me grounded. My grandma makes me wash dishes. My mama makes me fold clothes. That it means everything to me.
So while you've been in Providence, have you had the chance to explore around?
No, I have not. They don't ever give me the opportunity to go and explore things. This is as much exploring as I've had a chance to do as being here at the school, which I loved. I loved seeing all the kids, and we just had a good time. So this is probably the extent of my exploring, but it's been amazing. So I'm not complaining.
Do you have a particular location you like to perform at?
Ooh, no, long as I don't really care. It can be an alley. I can perform at a college. I can perform, it doesn't matter. To me, what matters is the audience and the crowd and the people and the energy. And I just can't sit still when I'm on a stage, and I like for the audience. I'd rather them scream out random things at me than for them to just stand still. So I don't care where we are, as long as the crowd is just as lit as I am,
So what artists, dead or alive, would you like to perform with?
Oh man, just because it's super fresh on my heart, I gotta say Prince.
Yeah.
Prince. I actually had the pleasure of, I performed at Essence Festival 2 years ago, and he was the headliner there, and I cried the entire performance. I literally lost my mind, the entire performance. And I would have loved to have been able to just to meet him and shake his hand, you know what I mean, yet alone to perform with him. But Prince for me, yeah.
What is your favorite song to perform, and why?
My favorite song to perform, what is my you know what? Right now I'm gonna say I love performing Don't Kill the Fun, because it is that. We just don't kill the fun, and it's the energy from the beginning of that song to the end of the song. It's just so positive, and it just, everybody just turns up to it, and I love that. So Don't Kill the Fun.
So during your performance, you mentioned that you've written songs for Ariana Grande, Chris Brown. What is your process when writing songs for other artists?
You know what? It all differs. Being a songwriter, in some cases, for me, I have, let's say for example, the Tamar Braxton record. Those are songs that I placed on her. I'd already had those written. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have songs that I write for myself, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't fit, the project that I'm working on, or the body of work that I'm working on at the moment. So, I'll talk to my management. I'm like, okay, let's, just sell it or shop the records, and that's how, I got the Tamar placements. With Chris, I was actually in a writing camp for him. You know what I mean? So that's how that came about. And with Ariana Grande, I wrote that record for another artist, and it ended up, not working out on that artist, and they sent it to Ariana. Ariana cut it, and that's how that happened. So it differs. It's always different the way that you get songs placed.
If you weren't in the music industry, what would you see yourself pursuing as a career?
It's a toss-up, because I think that even if I were not in the music industry, I still I like entertainment, or I enjoy being in front of a camera and that whole type of thing. I could see myself being a news anchor, or some type of anchor, something maybe on ETV, correspondent, or but it's a toss-up because my mother is a 20-year educator. She's retired now, and I just love talking to people and interacting with people, especially children and kids, and I would probably be a teacher. I'd be a teacher or a dean or a professor or something like that because I enjoy that a lot. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to any like young artists that are looking to break out into the music industry?
Ooh, you better have some thick skin. You better have some thick skin, tough skin, and I say this all the time. If you don't have at least 5 years to devote to something without seeing anything in return, then this is not the business for you. And I say 5 years because I feel like that's like the minimum. You know what I mean? It takes time, to develop different things within yourself. It takes time for people to tell you no. You hear one no after another no after another no to finally get to a yes, to get you to another no. You know what I mean? It takes time. It does not happen overnight. This record deal that I'm in now is my 3rd record deal. You know what I mean? My first 2 were in girl groups, and but when you love something and you believe in it, and for me, my faith in God, like if it were not for God, I would not be sitting here right now. Like I really would not. So it takes everything out of you, and you just got to be willing to go through it. Yeah.
Those are very well said. Thank you so much.
No problem, man.
Thanks for watching the Campus Herald video. Be sure to follow Sevyn Streeter on social media and stay tuned.